Hey you guys, this your girl Miss Hall coming at you today. I'm gonna do a video about my surgery journey, of course, because I want you guys to know that I'm consistent and I'm gonna keep y'all updated. But I'm doing a video today about cost, travel, so forth and so on. I travel all the time, so of course I had a passport. I had to purchase my airline tickets, which I did through Delta, and I got a really good deal. I didn't plan a whole lot in ahead and say, oh, let me 6 months in advance. I didn't do anything like that. Round trip, I was able to get a flight into SDQ, which is Santo Domingo, for what was it? 440 bucks. I did insure my tickets because I've seen where you go over there, you have to stay 10 days. Your doctor will not release you to fly getting a tummy tuck. Now, Brazilian butt lift, if you're not, you're just doing some lipo and Brazilian butt lift, I think that's maybe 7 to 8 days, depending on how you heal. But I insure my ticket because I know a lot of women have went over there and had to stay longer, and that's an extra cost. So I figure if I insure it, my doctor give me a letter, that's covered. Now, my surgery, Dr. Duran, she quoted me for tummy tuck and a Brazilian butt lift. She quoted me $4,900 because I'm also going to have some lipo if she decides to do it. She may say, you don't need it, but I don't know. I want some on my inner thighs. That's the cost that I'm paying for the surgery, but a lot of women decide to go over there and go into a recovery house. I'm not going in a recovery house because my husband ain't finna let me travel to a third world country without him. He not see after me. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna actually rent a condo, hire a nurse that's gonna do cooking and all of that, cleaning, and be my nurse while I'm over there in a condo, and she'll be able to, stay overnight with me, so forth and so on, and teach him, so that way I don't have to have her the entire time that we're over there. Now, looking for a place, you can find some really inexpensive things over there for maybe $50. I don't want to sound bougie, but I can't stay just about in anything. I want to, if I'm gonna be over there and be in pain, I at least want to wake up to some blue water. I want to be in a comfortable bed. So I'm going to actually drive. I know this might be crazy, but I'm going to do it because you stay one night in the hospital. And again, when you're in the hospital over there, you need either a nurse to stay with you overnight. But my husband, again, is going to be with me, so he's going to stay with me overnight. And then when she releases me, we're going to drive 45 minutes to Don Julio, and I am getting a condo on blue water, baby. On some water, really nice. I feel like it's a more safer area because, not that I think San Domingo is so bad, but it's poor over there. To the point where you have to make sure that if you do stay over there, do they have running AC? Do they have a backup generator? Does the water get hot? And I mean, so forth and so on. And your girl over here, we ain't doing that. So I'm gonna actually stay somewhere that I'm just absolutely in love with. It was hard finding y'all. That you're looking from going, I guess, from paying maybe $89 to $59 a night. I went from paying that to maybe paying $250 to $300 a night, and I'm okay with that because I feel like, again, you pay for what you get, and I'm fine with that. And the same thing with my surgery. I wanted to be comfortable with my doctor, and my family, they want to know how safe is it. And I mean, anytime you go under a knife or a surgery, hey, you going under a knife. I mean, you run risk. But I will say this: I'm gonna make sure that I tell my doctor, listen, if anything going wrong in my surgery, and your girl gotta have one big butt cheek and one little one, that's what you bring me out. I got 5 kids. I'm not trying to go over there and down nobody's table. I don't care. She in the middle of my surgery, y'all, and anything start beeping, ticking, failing. She can have one side of my stomach cut open, stitch that shit back up. I would just have to be botched, okay? Cause I'm not. I want her to know, listen, my life is more important than anything. And I say that because it's a lot of girls who've went over there and they've had multiple things. They get their breast done, they get their butt done, they get their stomach done. And when they wake up, their butt or breast, just take either or stomach, may be done, but the rest of the work is not done. They will refund you, but she might say, well, during your surgery, so and so was failing, or your hemo failed, and they get mad. You get mad because she say your life? Oh no, baby, not me. You can have one butt cheek fat. I'm just going. My husband love me. Hey, we'll have to do a round two. If anything go wrong, oh no, pull me out, pull me out. I ain't kidding. I mean that literally, y'all. Keep it moving. No, all jokes aside, that's where I'm at now. I've emailed, I'm going through, oh yeah, let me talk about that. I've looked on Home Away from Home, I've looked on Airbnb, and I've looked on where else? Verb. I think it's VRBO, to look for different properties. Now, I have emailed back and forth with narrowing it down between two condos. Once I get them narrowed down and all of that, I'll share that information with you guys as well. But I did want to bring you in of cost. You also need to have an extra $1,500. Some people say 1,000. I say way more than that, just because anything can go wrong over there, where you may need a blood transfusion. One girl needed oxygen treatment, just anything and everything over there. Even though it's a third world country, they're about their money just like the US is. And if something goes wrong, they expect for you to pay that cost. They won't perform it, so you got to pay. If you want to, you breathing heavy or you need a transfusion, you have to pay. Expected to have extra money. Even if they say, okay, you're not healing as good as you need to stay longer. That's more money. Prepare. Don't just say, ooh, $4,800. That's great. No, prepare for your flight. Prepare for the supplies that you need to have. If you go in a recovery house, you probably don't have to have as many supplies. And when I mean supplies, like alcohol, all the things that I showed you. If you hadn't seen it, tune to my previous video. Also, over there, you have to pay for pain meds. They offer you an insurance. If you have to go to the bigger hospital, which I will be getting, that's $150. You have to get blood work, lab work done over there. My doctor, that's another $150. So all of this is not included in that surgery price. So I say by the time it's all said and done, you're probably going to spend approximately, if you're getting what I'm getting and you want to stay how I stay and you look at my journey, maybe $9,000 to $10,000. I'm just being real with food and taxi, and you want to tip them really good and you want to leave a gift. They're very, very appreciative. I heard over there. Back to you guys with who I use for a driver and who I use for a nurse. Be prepared. It's not I'm not gonna say it's more expensive, because if I get something done like this in the US, I'm looking at 20 grand. Be prepared, plan ahead, because you do have to get like faja, and faja is just a surgery girdle. Your doctor will give you one, but after the surgery, you have to go into a stage 2 faja, which at that point you have to pay for that. That's another $150. So all that 150, 120, 130, all that adds up. Research, 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 research. You can't just take what I say, because it's so much more information than what I have to give. I just hope this gives you some substance and some idea of, if you're considering this, what you're going forward into. Of course, y'all know, again, like I said, I'm going to bring you live video footage, good, bad, ugly, because I heard some doctors' offices was no AC, wasn't so great, just different stories. And I've heard some where they say, oh, my doctor's office was great, and no problem, it wasn't crowded. So you consider what time of year you want to travel, how busy they are over there. I've heard them talk about tax season and it's really, really busy. So I think a lot of this is going to depend on your attitude and how you prepare yourself for what you're about to go into. I can't really think of anything else right now for you guys, but I did want to give you this video and this information. Again, as I always say, have a what? A lavish day. Bye.